Hello everyone and welcome to the Hobby Guard. In today's video, I'll be playing a bit of Rogue Trader since my last video on Dark Heresy, the upcoming Owlcat game. Owlcat game, sorry. I was left thinking, oh man, I really miss playing Rogue Trader, and so I just booted it up. And I figured I'll keep going with the run that I was going, because I did put quite a few hours into this game back in the day. But I also want to show people a bit of, in case you're not sold on playing this game yet, you haven't played, just a bit of how easy it is to jump back into it. There's a lot of complexity in this game, but everything is just so well explained. I won't say everything, there's certainly some parts that are a bit more complex to understand than others, but you gotta understand this. My brain is very small. My intellectual ability is very small. Do not be fooled by my ever-present wizard hat. My intelligence status in life is not the highest, but this game just somehow does it for me. As soon as I boot it up, I want to start strategizing. I immediately noticed that I have some characters here that I hadn't leveled up, that I can still level up to level 25, and it's just so easy. So before I dive into, because I have no clue, by the way, where I am, I have to like read my journal and everything, but again, everything is so friendly in this game. So like the user interface, by the way, is so friendly in this game that it just basically comes as almost second nature to an extent. First of all, I'm not sure I like that hood, at least the way it looks, the gunslinger's helmet. And I'm pretty sure that there's a way for me to hide that. Let's see, show helmet off. There you go. Now you can see my proper commissar's hat. Because yeah, my character used to be a commissar. So I will be, before I jump in, before I find my bearings, I will be leveling up these characters and doing a bit of rereading on their skills. But just to prove my point here, for example, I know this character can level up, right? And it's this sort of half circle that you see here. And I didn't quite remember the abilities she had. Like, I can see here which abilities I can choose to level up, which features, as they are called, I can acquire. And there's even a recommended feature section. If you don't want to think too much about it, just go with what you like, pretty much. These are pretty simple to understand. You got like your more defensive one, your more tactical ones, and your more aggressive and DPS kind of features. But let's say you don't understand something. Let's say I don't know whether I should choose these, right? It says whenever the assassin attacks an enemy with a single target attack, this attack reduces the target's armor and dodge by minus 10% until the end of the assassin's turn. Does not stack. Okay, that seems a bit complex if you have no clue what dodge really does in this game or how armor works, right? So you can see there, where was it? I immediately lost it here. It says press right click to expand. I press right click and I can highlight every one of those just as a reminder of what it is. So it is so easy. If you have crippling ADHD like myself, and by crippling ADHD I mean my life was literally likely ruined by ADHD, or it would have been if I had not powered through it with just the power of, I don't know, not giving up, I guess, so far. So yeah, all things considered, I did pretty good for myself, but what I mean is I will get incredibly hyper focused, hyper, what's the word? Hyper fixated on a game, and it will become my entire world for a few weeks or months, and then I'll forget about it for a few months or a year or so. So something like this that is so easy to get back into, it just makes my life so much easier, and it makes me so much happier because I've been, no, I don't want to close. I guess I do, yeah. Because I've been playing this campaign for about a year and a half. And, you know, whenever I don't remember like a decision that I made, I just come back here, read a bit of my journal, and see what I was doing, see what I have done. I can... Sorry, another thing I forgot to explain here about the characters is how easy it is to look at your character and see what you have. For example, let's say I was thinking of leveling this up, and I can tell that a lot of these features, they have like certain themes, right? One is some are more physical, some require me to get damage done so that I can do more damage. Some are more kind of glass cannon, kind of like a glass cannon. Some are more defensive, some are more aggressive. But I don't remember right now how I was building this character, right? So I just go back here to features, and I can see perfectly and neatly organized all my sort of features, right? And all my abilities and everything that I had done before, so that I remember, okay, how was I building this character? Why did I have it in my party? Okay, I know why I had it in my party, why I had her in my party. I mean, just look at her. She is the pinnacle of female attraction. I don't know. I can fix her. No, just kidding. She is a very cool character. And she's part of a death cult. Sorry, an imperial death cult, which is very, very grimdark, which I'm all for. And that's another thing about this game. It's extremely grimdark, and the attention to detail in this world. You can see here there's like some decomposing kind of frozen servitors on the floor. Maybe they came across some horrible fate while working on these machines. And I wish I could remember. Maybe I know what happened to them. Maybe I'm here to find out. Right now I have no clue, but I'm not worried about it because I can just go to my journal and figure it out. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna keep leveling up my characters. I'll do some reading, and I am not like a super meta gamer kind of guy, but I do like to understand how the gears turn if the game makes it engaging and fun. So this game makes it engaging and fun, and I do like to play around with different builds, which is something you can do in this game as well. You can respec, and that is huge for me. So again, I'm not too worried to drop this game and come back, even though it is fairly complex. It's just everything is so well explained. And that goes for the lore as well. It's everything in the lore, everything in the story. It's just so well explained. And it is actually, don't let the fact that I forget about it for a few months now and then make you think that the game is not interesting or the story is not interesting. It's quite the opposite, actually. It's extremely engaging. It's I don't know, each character has a story arc that is very interesting to go through. And even that, my own roleplay, right? I mentioned in a past video, in my Dark Heresy video, that I am roleplaying a former commissar that is his eyes just open to this entire new world of lawlessness, and yet lawlessness from people that are still in the service of the Emperor, right? This new world of moral grace that he has to deal with, because of course, as all commissars, he was raised in the Schola Progenium, and well, he has to come to terms with the world that he is exploring now. So he's not acting right out as a commissar. He's making allies that perhaps he wouldn't have in the past, but I have discarded some of those allies, right? I made friends with a criminal, and I discarded her once I got what I needed out of her. And same with my Sino. I have an Ilari ally, and she's a sniper. So whenever she comes in handy, whenever I need her aid, I am using her, but not because I'll just, it's convenient, so I'll just disregard my training from the Schola Progenium. No, because I want to get to the bottom of it, and she can lead me to more Xenos, then so be it, and then I will take them all out. So that's like the roleplay that I'm doing, sort of an undercover, kind of not quite so lawful commissar, former commissar. But that's another cool thing about this game here. You can, in your summary, you can see your moral inclinations, and you can see here I'm more of an iconoclast, because again, this whole experience, I don't want to spoil too much of the game on how you become a rogue trader, But this whole experience really opened the commissar's eyes, whereas before he would have been dogmatic, and you can see like most of the choices that I make, even though most of them are iconoclast, I have made some dogmatic choices. I have zero heretical choices, because no matter how undercover he is, there is a line that he may not cross. And yeah, I guess that's about it for this video, sort of an introduction for future games, future videos that I might make on this campaign. And again, I just want to sell people on exploring this universe, because I complain a lot about how cartoonish Warhammer is becoming. And yes, I understand here that like the models are not hyper realistic or anything, but the lore itself, the universe that they crafted, the attention to detail is just the beautiful and horrible grimdark that I fell in love with in Warhammer, and that I feel that is being lost more and more. And I absolutely love that such a cool game, and such a like I assume the game did pretty well, because they are making another one now. So I love that it became so popular with the grimdarkness, as opposed to something, for example, like Space Marine 2, which is another game that I love and I have played indeed more than this, and it became way more famous, but they certainly toned down on the grimdarkness on it. So yeah, that's sort of an introduction. I mean, again, me just trying to sell people on it. So if you would like to watch some gameplay, hit subscribe and like, and leave me down on the comments below if you like how approachable this game is, or if you don't find it approachable at all. Just let me know in the comments down below, and I would love to read your comments. So with that being said, thanks for coming, thanks for watching Ad Astra, and remember, there are no female custodies.